Hello everyone, today we're going to crochet together this lovely shamrock or 4-leaf clover granny square. For this project you'll need your yarn of choice and a corresponding hook. I'm using a DK or an 8-ply, so my hook is a 4mm. You'll need scissors and a darning needle as well. I'm using US terminology and I start my work with the double magic ring. So holding your yarn in your left hand, wrap your yarn twice around 2 fingers, pulling up a loop, yarn over and making a chain. For round number 1, we're going to do 2 double crochets, 3 chain, all the way around 4 times. So you can start with chain 3 that counts as your double crochet, or you can do stacked single crochets like I do. With the chain 1, pop your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now pop that hook down through the center of the single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we'll do another double crochet, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now chaining 3, so yarn over, pull through 3 times. 2 more double crochets, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1 and 2. 3 chains, 2 more double crochets, that's 1 and 2, chain 3. Now 2 more double crochets, that's 1 and 2, chaining 3. Now take your hook off your work, turning it around, grabbing hold of your yarn end and gently drawing it in. Whichever loop cinches in, grab hold of that and pull that one. The other loop will go in. Now grabbing your yarn end, pulling on that loop, and they're all cinched away nicely. Now we just need to do a slip stitch into the top of the first stitch that we made. So popping your hook under the V, yarn over, pull through, pull the little left loop through the right loop on my hook. Round 2 is going to be 3 double crochets into the top of each double crochet with chain 3 in between. So again, you can start with your chain 3 or your stacked single crochets. It's 1 single crochet and 2. So now I'm going to do 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. Now 3 double crochets into the next double crochet. That's 1, 2 and 3. Then you chain 3. 3 double crochets into the top of that next one below. That's 1, 2 and 3. 3 double crochets into the next one. 1, 2 and 3. Chaining 3. Continue on like this and I'll meet you back at the end. Finished off here with chain 3. We just need to do a slip stitch into the top of the first stitch that we made. Pop your hook under that little V on the top, yarn over, pull through. Pull the left stitch through the right one on your hook. Round number 3, we're doing more double crochets into the double crochets below. We're doing 1, 1, 2, then 2 chain, then 2, 1, 1 in reverse. Okay, so start off there with your chain 3, or follow me for your stacked single crochets. That's 1 and 2. So that's 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, now 2 double crochets into the next, chaining 2. Now we do it in reverse. We do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, now single ones, 1 and 1, chaining 3, 1, 2 and 3, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 2, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, now 1 double crochet and 1 more, chaining 3. All right, you head off and finish this round and I'll meet you back here. At the end of this round, we've done chain 3. Now we need to slip stitch into the top of that first stitch that we made. Now we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Then we are going to do 4 double crochets together. So yarning over on your hook, pop it down the top of the first double crochet. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 and stop there. Yarn over, hook into the next double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and stop there. Yarn over, hook into the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over into the last double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now yarn over and pull through all the stitches. And we'll do chaining 3. Then we slip stitch down into the bottom of this stitch here. Yarn over and pull through the stitch on your hook. Now we need to chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. We're going to come down to this first double crochet of this corner on the left, yarn over and pull through for a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now we're going to do 4 more of these double crochets together. So yarn over, hook in the first double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and hold it there. Yarn over, hook into the second double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and hold it there. Yarn over, hook into the third double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 and hold it there. And last one, yarn over, hook into the fourth double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all the stitches. Now chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Come down here and slip stitch into the fourth double crochet. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. And we'll slip stitch into that first double crochet. Now we'll chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now let's do our 4 double crochet together. Yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Yarn over, pull through all the stitches and chain 3. Popping down into the last double crochet to do a slip stitch, chaining 3 and slip stitch into the first double crochet. Now you head off and finish these last few and I'll meet you back at the end. At the end of round 4, you should be able to recognize that we've got 4 little clover leaves here. We've finished with a chain 3. And we're also going to finish with this colour. So snip that off. And we need to darn this yarn end down into this space where we would have done another slip stitch. Okay, so you can go into that little slip stitch, into that little hole on the top of the first double crochet below, and darn that yarn end in as well as the one from your magic ring. I've got a new colour on my hook, so using your background colour, we need to take a look at these little heart-shaped motifs, and we're going to create the corners for this square in the centre of that heart, not on the sides here. Okay, I'm going to start in the centre of the heart. We'll do a standing double crochet. So yarn over, hook in under that chain 3, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, cinch that little slip knot in. Now we're going to chain 2. We'll do another double crochet, yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Chain 3, another double crochet in that same chain space, chain 2 and another double crochet. After the corner we're doing chain 3, which sits behind that leaf. Now we need to do 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3 into that chain 3 space. 3 more chains. Now we come around to our corner with a double crochet into that 3 chain, chain 2, another double crochet, chain 3, another double crochet, chain 2 and 1 more double crochet for that corner. Now we chain 3, we do 3 single crochets in that little chain 3 space. Don't worry about these sitting like that at the moment. Chain 3, coming around, and we'll do another double crochet in the corner, chain 2, a second double crochet, chain 3, a third double crochet, chain 2 and a fourth double crochet, chaining 3. Now we'll do 3 single crochets on that little chain 3 space, 3 more chains. Okay, this is how we're looking. We are going to have to do a slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet that we made to complete this round. Finding that little V on the top, pop your hook under, yarn over, pull through, pull the left loop through the right. And that's round number 5. We can pull our little leaves out now from behind the chain 3s. There we go. Round number 6 is all double crochets all around except for chains in the corner. So we're going to start in the double crochet that we're already in, starting with either the chain 3 or the stacked single crochet. That's 1 and that's 2 single crochets. Now we'll do 2 double crochets in between these 2 double crochets below. That's 1 and 2. Now 1 double crochet into the top of that next double crochet. Now we need to do 2 double crochets into this corner. That's 1 and 2, chain 2, 2 more double crochets in this same corner space. Double crochet into the top of the double crochet below, 2 double crochets in the chain 2 space, double crochet into the double crochet below, 3 double crochets into the chain 3 space, 1, 2 and 3, like so. Now we'll do 3 double crochets on the top of these single crochets in the first, second and third. Now 3 more double crochets in the chain 3 space. Now we'll do a double crochet into the double crochet below. Now 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, another double crochet into the double crochet below, 2 double crochets in the corner, 1 and 2, chaining 2 and 2 more double crochets into that corner space, double crochet into the double crochet, 2 double crochets into the chain 2 space, double crochet into the double crochet. And you can see how the row before is telling you what to do. So there's 3 chains here, you do 3 double crochets, 3 single crochets, you do 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets again here, double crochet into that one, 2 double crochets, double crochet into that one, and do your corner of 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And I'll meet you back at the end. That's the end of round number 6, and we'll just slip stitch into the top of the first stitch that we made. Now I'm not going to do round number 7 straight away. I'm going to pop this on a stitch marker because I want to do the stitching around the edge of the shamrock before I decide on what colour I will do for the next round. You could do it white, but then again you could also do it one of the 2 green colours that I'm going to use for this. Now here you can see that I've done a single crochet all around the edge of this little heart-shaped leaf. I'll show you what we're going to do. Slip stitch into the center of the first round. Then you work up the side with 1 single crochet. Then we jump over and work along the second round double crochet, and then another single crochet in that space where there's a join. Working along this one, another join. Then we go round the top. For the center of the heart, we keep on coming down to round number 2. Then we work up and around the next half of the leaf, coming down the sides of these double crochets. Okay, I'll show you how. I've got a new colour on my hook and we're just going to go through this slow and steady, okay? You'll need to have your work in your hands pretty much at all times, so you can get a good grasp on where you want to put your single crochet. I'm going to start with round 1's double crochet. Choose the double crochet on the right hand side. Pop your hook around the back, around the legs of the double crochet, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through to make a single crochet and tighten that little slip knot. Now straighten out your work a little bit, and we can see that we might pop a second single crochet around that double crochet because we have the space. Now you'll see a little join here where the 3 double crochets have gone into the top of 1. That's a nice little circle ready to take on another single crochet. Now we're going to work along the side of round number 2. We'll use this double crochet which is on the very right hand side. I've done 2 single crochets along the body of the double crochet, and now I'm going to do 1 in the top where the next row joins. All right, we're skipping these chain 3s, all right? Just ignore those for now. I'm going to go round the legs of round number 3 with 2 single crochets, and I'm going to go in the top with 1 single crochet where the round above joined. Now we're on to the last round of the shamrock where we did the chain 3 before we did the double crochets together. So I'm going to pop my hook around that chain 3 and do 3 single crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Now in the very top of that 4 double crochet together, you will see a little stitch there on the top right hand side of the double crochet. You can go into the very center of that cluster, and now working down the left hand side of the chain 3. Let me open it out and show you now. This is where we're at. We've almost finished half of this little heart shape. We need to come on down now, down to about round number 2. Coming off the chain 3, which is on the last round, I'm going to pop 1 into the top of this double crochet of the round below. There's a nice little hole there. Then I'm going to go around the double crochet below for 1 and 2. Now I'm going to go back into the top of the double crochet below and again into the top of the double crochet from round number 2. which should be pretty much the bottom of the heart on the inside, and it is. Okay, we'll stop there, spread that out a little just to show you what it looks like. Now we'll flip over to the other side of the leaf, and you can see here there's a nice little space where round 3 sits in the top of round number 2. So I'm going to go in there with a single crochet. Now the double crochet above, I'm going to go around it twice. It is fiddly, I know, but once you get the hang of what we're doing, you'll be a-okay. 1 and 2. Now in that little space where the double crochets above have gone into the top of the ones below. Now I'm going to pick up on the slip stitch before we did that chain on this last round. Now on the chain I'm going to do 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 into that space on the top of the first double crochet, 1 into the space where the cluster joined together, now 2 in the chain that goes down the other side. Now I'm going to go into this little space here where round 4 sits on round 3. Then I'll go down the side of that double crochet, then into that little space where round 3 sits on round 2, then down the side of that double crochet. Then I'll do 2 on the first double crochet. Okay, I hope that helped a little better. Now there's a space there that we can use, right there. Now around the double crochet of round number 3. 1, 2, I can fit 3 on that one, into the space between the layers, down the side of the next double crochet, into the space again, and then I'll do 1 in round 1. And let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good to me. What I have here is single crochets on the very first double crochet round that we made. Now I'm not going to join them together because a clover leaf isn't necessarily joined there either. So I'm just going to do another single crochet. Then I'm turning my work and I'm just going to work straight into the next double crochet from round number 1 that is close by. Okay, so there's 2 single crochets on that one, and now into the joining area, the joint between round 2 and round 1. Now I am going to work up around the double crochet from round 2 with 1, 2 single crochets. Then I'm going to work into that little joining space, up to double crochet on round number 3, 1 and 2, and into that little joining space. I'll do that one there. Now around that chain that's on round number 4, we're going to go under, pull a loop through and pull it through 2. That's 1, 2, 3 single crochet on that chain. Now in this little space on the top, now in the space on the top of the clusters. Now I'm back onto that chain that goes down the left. Now into a joining space. We're going down the center of the heart. So I need to pick up the next double crochet from round 3, 1 and 2 single crochets into the joining space, the double crochet from round 2, and then into the joining space. And I'll put this down and show you where we are. Okay, so I'm as deep into the heart center that I want to go. Now I'm going to work back up the right hand side of this part of the leaf and then around. So, firming that up, there's another little hole here. We can go into that one. It's on the left hand side of the leaf now. Now around the double crochet from round number 1, 2, 3. Next will be a little space where round 3 and 4 meet up. Now we get onto that chain 2. There it is. 1, 2 and 3 single crochets into that tiny little space into the top of the cluster, and then now around the left hand side chained 3 on round number 4. Now we're going to work down the left hand side of the leaf. There's a little joining space. Popping your hook around the back of that double crochet from round 3, that's 1 and 2, joining space, hook around the double crochet from round 2 into the joining space, and then around the double crochet from round number 1 with 2 single crochets. That looks pretty good to me. That's probably the best I can get it. I think it will look fine once it's all done. And then I'm thinking of doing a green round a little bit further along. So work your way around your leaves, just sticking to the edge, the double crochet that goes all the way around. You've got chain up here, more chain to the left, and double crochet down into the center. Come back out and then work your way all the way back down to round number 1. Here we are. Looks a little bit like a dog's breakfast at the moment, but I think after blocking it will be just fine. So let's darn these yarn ends in, taking that one down through the round 1 double crochets. So just looking at this tells me that we need an extra round of the white or your border colour. So we'll take that off. We will just slip stitch underneath that very first stitch you started with. You can begin your round with the chain 3 or begin my round with the single crochets, and just work into the top of every single double crochet, and then the corners will do 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. I'm not working into the hidden stitch, I'm just going to go straight into the next one because I think we'll have enough stitches to cater for not using that. Okie doke, I'll see you back at the end of this round. There, that's looking better already. Near to the end of square round number 3, and this really gives me the heebie-jeebies. It really does. Finishing along the side, I really just don't like it at all. I much prefer being in this corner, but that's just not how it worked out, and I need to go with the flow. I am changing colours because I am going to do a green round. So I'm going to go under the second stitch to make a new V that goes over the top of the first. Pop my needle down the centre of the last double crochet that I made, and there's your invisible finish again. A finish that you can't see where it started or ended. Once you get used to doing this all the time, it just becomes second nature and it's not bothersome at all. I did try once leaving long tails and crocheting over them, and it's given me so much problem because the blanket has come back, and my daughter said, "Mum, there's too many things poking out." So I will never do that again. Invisible finish it is for the whole way. Big lesson learnt for that one. Okay, round 4 of the square. I'm changing colours to use this Meadow colour. This other colour here is called Pistachio. Now we're just going to do 2 double crochets in the corner, cinch in that little slip knot, chain 1 and 2 more double crochets. This new stitch, new to me, I have never done, and I don't know the name of it. I've not been able to find the name of it. I have done one similar, but this is different again. So we're not including the corner stitches because we need multiples of 3. We've got 24 stitches along here, excluding the corners. So we're just going to do double crochet into the first one, which has the hidden stitch, second and third. Now we take a yarn over and we go around all of those 3 stitches, pull up a loop, we yarn over and pull through all stitches. Okay, so we're making a half double crochet around 3 double crochets, which draws them in together. So doing 3 more double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Now yarn over, go around all 3 stitches, pulling a loop from the back, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. Just being careful not to do the half double crochet too tightly. Now we do another 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over, hook around all 3 stitches, grabbing a loop from behind and pull it round, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. And they do look like a cluster of some sort with the half double crochet facing horizontally. All right, 3 more double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over, hook around all 3, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3. Yarn over, hook around all 3 double crochets, pulling a loop around, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. If any of you knows what this stitch is called, just let us know. Pop a message in the comments below. Yarn over, around all 3 stitches, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. There's 3s everywhere on this round, isn't there? 1, 2 and 3. 3 is actually my favourite number. Hence I have 3 children. I was born on the 13th. Yarn over. And most of the houses we've lived in through our life have had a number that is divisible by 3. Even 33. Yarn over, around 3 stitches, pull up that loop, yarn over, pull through all the stitches. Now just do 2 double crochet in the corner, chain 1 and 2 more double crochets in the corner. And this is how we're looking. It looks really nice actually, I like that. I wonder how we crochet into the top of it. I think we're about to find out very soon. You head off now, slowly and steadily do these little clusters. The corner is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and I'll meet you back towards the end. There we are, and I think that looks really great. I like it a lot, actually. I am darning in, not on top of the first double crochet, but on top of the second. The new V that we make goes over top of the first double crochet. Send your hook down through the center of the last double crochet that you made. Darn your yarn ends in. We'll do one more round in white. Round number 5 of the squaring off section. Pop another colour on your hook with a slip knot. We're going to start with a standing double crochet in the corner chain space. So yarn over, hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 and tighten that little slip knot. Because I'm starting in the very centre of the corner, we're going straight into a chain 1 and now we'll do 2 more double crochets. 1 and 2. Now I'm going into the hidden stitch, which is on the top right hand side of that first double crochet. Pop your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now into the next double crochet. Here things change a little bit. In the last round we did 3 double crochets and then we hugged a half double crochet around those 3 double crochets. So in this round we only need to work into the 3 double crochets and ignore the stitch that belongs to the half double crochet. Otherwise we end up with way too many stitches. So we're going to work into that first stitch there, second and third. Now the fourth stitch belongs to that half double crochet, which wraps around the stitches so it doesn't have a space of its own in the round below. Therefore we can get all mixed up with too many stitches. So we're going to skip over that little stitch. Then we're going into the next one. So that's the first, second and third double crochet, skipping the fourth stitch, which is that half double crochet which is on the horizontal. Going into the next space, that's 1, 2 and 3, skipping the fourth. Into the next, 1, 2 and 3, skipping the fourth stitch. Into the next, 1, 2 and 3. Therefore we don't end up with a round that was chock-a-block with way too many stitches. Skipping the next. Now we're going to work into the 2 double crochets which came from the corner below. That's 1 and 2. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets in the corner. That's 1 and 2, chain 1, 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Working into the hidden stitch in the double crochet below. That's 1 and 2. Now we continue along with 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2 and 3, skipping the fourth. Now at the end of the round you have to remember to do the first double crochet into the corner. And that is our corner complete. Snip off your yarn, pull that through, yarn onto your needle and finish off with a lovely, neat, invisible finish. There we go. And there you have a really gorgeous shamrock square. I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Bye for now.